Two of the greatest rappers Compton has ever produced. One city, one legacy. And right now, one very messy, very public question nobody can seem to answer. Are the Game and Kendrick Lamar actually beefing?
I put Kendrick on his first mixtape. I took Kendrick on tour. I showed Kendrick nothing but love. But I can't get on the phone with a nigga. I ain't gonna call a nigga every day. I ain't no hoe. I'ma just let you know that it ain't no static, so you hear it from my voice, so niggas ain't between us. Top dog I can call on the phone, I don't understand you.
On August 21st, 2026, The Game dropped his new album, The Documentary 3. Buried inside it are lines that sound a whole lot like shots fired at Kendrick Lamar. Then, almost in the same breath, The Game turned around and swore up and down that he didn't diss anybody. So who's telling the truth? This one has receipts, denials, a decade-old grudge, and a mystery comment that might just explain everything. The Game and Kendrick Lamar are both Compton's most decorated sons, two of the most respected voices to ever come out of that city. For years, fans assumed there was mutual respect there, maybe even brotherhood. But there's history underneath it, and it goes back further than most people realize.
If I had a problem with you, you would call me.
Yeah.
I would call you. Keep the lines of communication open, then all this stuff going on, these narratives that people are
But you don't think you create some of those narratives too, though, Game? Are you responsible for some of those narratives?
I think that you think I create them because you don't know the backstory or you don't hear the other person.
I'm asking a question. I'm not talking.
No.
Gotcha.
No, I don't think that I create these narratives. I think they're derivative of me being the only person vocal about what's going on.
According to Top Dog Entertainment's own explanation, discussed publicly on the Third Verse podcast, the tension traces back to 2015, when The Game released a collaboration with Drake called 100 and filmed the music video in Compton without giving TDE leadership a heads up first. To Kendrick's label, that wasn't just a music video. It was a loyalty test The Game had quietly failed, since Drake was already positioning himself as a rival in the industry. Top Dog reportedly said it plainly, Kendrick didn't just go cold on The Game for no reason. That video changed everything. Kendrick had appeared alongside other artists on TDE projects for years without The Game objecting. It was specifically the Drake connection that crossed a line, because by then, Drake was about to become Kendrick's biggest rival in hip-hop history.
Kendrick is not gonna allow Game to do to him what he did to Drake. He totally understands that Drake doing that with him, Super Bowl, crazy tour, breaking crazy numbers, dropped the album in between. He understands that if you take away Drake, if Drake did a J. Cole, a lot of that wouldn't have happened.
The Documentary 3 drops, and fans start dissecting the lyrics track by track. On LA Monster, The Game raps that he's got no problem with the boogeyman, widely understood as a nod to Kendrick's persona.
On the track LA Monster, Game raps, I ain't got no problem with the boogeyman cause I'm the LA Monster. That immediately caught fans' attention because Kendrick famously called himself the certified boogeyman during his Drake beef.
But in practically the same breath declares himself the dominant force out of Los Angeles.
Exactly who you are.
I feel it, but back to the lines that people pick apart, right? Like, I raised the boogeyman, GNX scares the hoes away, right? You're being playful, right? I think.
Well, think about it. I had a GNX, I'm saying, and my chick at that time, like, she didn't really want to ride in that. Bruh. All black, dark windows, like to a pretty girl, that's like a gang-banging car.
And takes what sounds like a direct jab at Kendrick's Grammy-sweeping album GNX, rapping that it'll scare the hoes away.
But Game didn't stop there. He also mentions Kendrick's GNX, rapping that the GNX scare the hoes away. And things get even more interesting on another song called No Breaks, which features Drake. Game raps, me, Drake, and a Draco, we the three amigos.
On Jesus, he brings up GNX again and picks his side outright, rapping, I say the Drake the homie, y'all say it's treason, practically throwing the accusation back in his own fans' faces before they can even say it. Then there's No Breaks, featuring Drake himself, where The Game raps, me, Drake, and a Draco, we the three amigos, publicly picking a team. Drake isn't just anybody to Kendrick. He's the man Kendrick spent all of 2024 dismantling in one of the most brutal rap feuds in modern music history, a feud that produced Not Like Us, swept 5 Grammys, and ended with Kendrick performing at the Super Bowl 59 halftime show. Lining up next to Drake, publicly, on a song is a statement. Fans online immediately jumped on it. Some are convinced the game quietly aligned himself against Kendrick by cozying up to his biggest rival. Others are calling it a full-blown diss track in disguise, with reaction videos flooding TikTok and X within hours of the album dropping. And a chunk of the comment sections think it's even simpler than that. Pure clout. Drop an album. Hint at beefing with the biggest rapper alive. Let the internet do your marketing for free. Deny it later if it gets too hot. On another track, The Pen, the game raps. They say I'm beefing with Kendrick. How the F do that sound? As if daring anyone to actually believe it. The game didn't wait long to respond to the speculation. When a fan called him out directly on Instagram for allegedly targeting Kendrick on the Drake collaboration, he fired back in the comments, "Ain't diss nobody on that song loud for nothing ah," then pinned the comment so everyone would see it. He doubled down on LA Monster itself, rapping, "I ain't got problem with the boogeyman and he ain't got a problem with me." A separate, more cryptic Instagram exchange started circulating, allegedly showing the game writing, "At least one get it. Fans and internet goofies will never get it. These aren't who you think they are." Fans are still debating whether that was about Kendrick specifically or just the game venting about internet culture. Nobody's confirmed the full context, so take that one with a grain of salt. Kendrick's own circle isn't playing along with the beef narrative either. Punch, the president of Top Dog Entertainment, responded with what might be the most deadpan reaction of the year, simply posting, "The world's really gone crazy." Hida J3, who actually appeared on Kendrick's GNX album, stated that, "No Breaks is not new, and it's not no diss to Dot," adding that the game is still the homie, and pointing out that people assume just because Drake on the song, it's automatically a diss. MacWap, another TDE affiliate, questioned whether it's the internet dweebs or these rappers, who are actually more desperate for drama, and Wack 100, the game's own manager, and never one to stay quiet, went on a live stream claiming Kendrick would be in the studio with the game within days, suggesting the two are on great terms and might even be cooking up new music together. Wack 100 didn't stop there either. He's also publicly predicted that Kendrick simply won't respond to any of this at all. His theory being that Kendrick already saw what happened to Drake when Drake fired back during their 2024 feud, and won't risk making the same mistake. That's Wack 100's own read on the situation, not confirmation from Kendrick's camp, so file it under prediction, not fact. So if you're keeping score, the lyrics say one thing, the artist's own comments say another. The fans online are split three ways between real beef, clout play, and nothing happening at all. And the people closest to both camps are all saying, "There's nothing here, relax." Whether that's the full truth or just damage control is something only time, and maybe that alleged studio session, will actually reveal. This doesn't look like a traditional rap beef, and it probably isn't one. There's no diss track aimed squarely at Kendrick, no name dropped with venom, no scorched earth bar the way Kendrick delivered against Drake in 2024. What we're looking at is old wounds from a decade-old loyalty dispute, a public alliance with someone else's biggest rival, and lyrics ambiguous enough to let fans project whatever story they want onto them, which, intentionally or not, is exactly what's driving the streams and the engagement right now. That 2015 tension over the Drake video seems real, according to TDE's own account. Whether LA Monster is a subtle way of the game reminding everyone exactly where he stands in the pecking order of Compton hip-hop. That's the part nobody's saying out loud. What do you think? Manufactured internet beef, clout play, or is the game actually sending a message wrapped in bars? Drop your prediction in the comments. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss it if Kendrick responds. And hit like if this cleared things up for you.